Welcome to the Auto Hour, live from BECK and BECK Buick GMC, where family values meet Texas roads. Let's take a closer look. Here's your host, Ron Limbach.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Motor Hour, live from the most exciting car dealership in Texas, BECK and BECK GMC Buick in Seguin, Texas, just outside of San Antonio. Our goal with this show is to reduce the anxiety that comes from buying a car by giving you all the answers to all your car buying questions before you come into the dealership. Just type in your questions. We'll answer it on today's show or in a future show, so keep watching. Click on the QR code to see all the inventory available of the cars and trucks available now at BECK and BECK GMC Buick. Today, we're really excited to bring back the service manager of BECK and BECK, Tim Dudley. He'll tell us all about getting your current car serviced. Tim has been 30 years as service manager at BECK and BECK. He knows his cars. We're excited to welcome him back to the show. Hi, Tim. Tim, we can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
Well, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, I said, Good morning, Ron. Glad to be back, sir.
Well, we're glad to have you. We learned a lot from you last time. Anybody that's been doing what you've been doing as long as he has is certainly an expert in our eyes. Let me start today by asking you about how the BECK and BECK feeling starts, that experience starts in the service department. It goes well beyond just oil changes, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, Ron, it does. Now we are doing, when customers drive up, we do a walk around with the customer. We take photos, check to see if there's anything that they need, their needs first. And then once we get the vehicle in the shop, for an oil change or mechanical repairs or whatever it may be, the technicians are taking, photos or videos and sharing that with the customer. So it's completely transparent on what we see with their vehicles, anything problems, and they can actually see the issue that we're seeing with them too. So it's completely transparent.
Well, that's great, because I know it's important. The very, very first time the customer pulls up to establish trust and a good line of communication, and you just told me how you guys do it. That's really important, because you're really the first people that people meet when they come to BECK and BECK.
Yes, sir. Well, the service advisors, yes, sir. And like I say, we don't want to recommend something to somebody if they don't need it. But then when they leave here, I want to make sure that the recommendations they get from us is what they need. We go by, we also go by GM recommendations on the service, just to make sure that the customer leaves here, their vehicle is repaired. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with the vehicle.
I'm sure there's some kind of warranty on the repair in there.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We use all GM parts. They carry a 24-month unlimited mileage warranty.
Wow.
On the parts. Yes, sir.
Well, I know many of us, you included, can still remember a car having points and distributors and a carburetor, and things have changed a lot over the years. You open the hood now, it's like, oh my gosh, I don't recognize anything. And the newer cars can last for a really long time with proper maintenance. Tell us about how servicing the cars has evolved and how your team has kept up with all the changes, and why it's so important it makes such a difference to the customers.
Well, I have some technicians that's been here for over 40 years. And there's actually a couple of them here that can remember how to work on the carburetor.
Wow.
A lot of dealerships don't have that, so but we do have, two older techs that's been here for a long time. Training comes every year. We have, a certain amount of training to do, 17, 18 hours, of training a year. Now then we have the EVs. We actually have 3 techs that are EV certified, and actually 3 techs that are EV master certified. So
wow.
We can do the
That's
EV.
pretty cool.
So it's revolved, from where we started to where we're at now. The technology has revolved completely 180. I mean, it's just completely different.
Well, you've told us how highly trained they are technically, but I know your 30 years has given you experience in teaching people how to properly interact with customers. What are some of the things you share with your customer service reps about how to interact with the customer?
Well, the main thing when they meet customers, you want them first thing you greet them. You want them. I like to make a customer feel like they're part of the Beck and Beck family. I don't, when they come in the door, they're not a number to us. They're a person, uh, and that's how I tell them to please. That's how we want to treat everybody. We're their family. It's not like just a regular customer that walks in. Everybody that comes in here, we want them to feel like their family.
Well, that's important. What are some of the common questions they ask when they check in? I bet how long will it take is the top of the list. But
Usually it's how long we're going to take, and that's and in the perfect world, oil change should take 20 to 30 minutes, and then there's always something. If they run into an issue or they see something wrong, we always want to tell the customer, ma'am, sir, then we found this is going to need to be repaired. You have enough time? If not, can we take you to work, or can we reschedule you to come back a different time to get that done? We're trying to work with the customer any way we possibly can.
yeah, it's tough to have to be the bearer of bad news.
Oh, yes, sir.
And it's always bad news when you find out you need more than you thought at a car dealership. But it's nice to know that you're at a place that's transparent, will tell you what you need and fix it properly,
Yes.
and warranty it to get you back out the door. Well, let's do something fun today, and let's go live at the service drive
Okay.
at Beck and Beck, and introduce your pros and tell us tell us all about. Well, let's do that right after a short message.
Okay.
Design you feel in every detail. Technology as innovative as it is effortless. These are luxuries you don't have to wait for. This is Buick. Now. Buick. Exceptional by design.
Hi, welcome back. Well, we are going to be live at the service desk at the service drive at Beck and Beck GMC Buick in Seguin. Now you know just what it looks like. Tim, how about introducing your pro team to us and tell us what their roles are in the service process? We have no volume.
Takes customers in, writes them up. Here's one. Then we have our veteran over here, which is Donna. She's been here a little while.
Hi, Donna.
Oh,
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
What brought you? How long have you been at the dealership?
What was that?
How long have you been at the dealership?
January will be 2 years.
Wow.
Yes,
Have
sir.
you? And how long have your teammates been there?
Um,
I've been here going on about 3 months now.
3 months.
Yes, sir.
And I know one of you's been there forever, since when Tim had hair.
Thanks, Ron. I've been here a year.
Well, I'm on your team. I showed you my haircut. Well, folks, you guys are the first people that people meet when they come to Beck and Beck. It's got to be exciting for you. Tell us a little bit. Let's start with Pat, and tell us a little bit about your approach to a new customer when they pull up.
Yes. So I got to grab my equipment. I need to get out there, greet the customer with a smile, take down information, whatever information I can collect, so I can better assist the customer with their needs. Right. So it's all about that take-in dialogue, grab their concerns, and then I can translate it into a language that technicians can use to assist with their problems.
Are you a car guy? Did you grow up loving cars?
I'm not a super big car guy, but I've been around a lot of engines growing up, so I kind of know and feel that environment really well. So,
And what brought you to Beck and Beck?
it's really the culture. The culture is why I'm here. It's a great natural culture. It's a good feeling. My daughter works here.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
What does she do here?
She's a car saleswoman, so she works up in the
We
front.
interviewed her last week. She was wonderful.
You did, you did.
I don't know how you could not buy a car from your daughter. Well, Donna, let's talk to you about the same questions. Are you a car girl? Did you grow up loving cars?
I sure am. Yes, yes, yes. It's in my blood.
What kind of cars you like?
Fast ones.
Did
I've had
you drive?
13 Mustangs. I've been into hot rods and cars and older cars, rat rods, things like that. Do a lot of that stuff at home. Been doing that for years. Motorcycles. I ride motorcycles. I've worked for motorcycle dealerships, and I've been in the automotive industry for over 15 years professionally, and pretty much all of my a life growing up around cars and being interested in them. I was always one of the boys, so.
Well, I know I've always been shocked when I run into a lady like you who knows 10 times more than me about cars and motorcycles, and I've been into them my whole life. It's really exciting. Folks, that's really cool. And
Yes.
who have we missed here? Jason. Same questions to you. What brought you to Beck and Beck? And are you a car guy? And tell me about you.
Well, I don't know a lot about cars, but I know I love cars. And my favorite car of all time is a 1970 Chevelle SS 454. So
Ah,
yeah. What brought me to Beck and Beck is I have a cousin that works up there in the sale. Well, he's in the finance department now, and I came over here to look at a GT 350 Mustang, and he asked me if I still knew how to write service tickets because Tim needed help, and I came to talk to Tim, and we started us a nice little venture for a year already.
well, that's great. Well, obviously you have a great team, Tim. You made good choices, and you've got somebody there that ladies can, sometimes ladies don't like talk to men because they think they're being taken advantage of. So they have a lady there they can gravitate to. But both of your guys, they're very friendly. I don't think they would ever put anybody off. What a
No.
great team. What a
Well, thank
great
you.
team.
Thank you.
That's very exciting. Well, I know going the extra mile is an important part of the Beck and Beck experience. And I love hearing that the Beck and Beck feeling really translates through every department there. We heard it from all of your people in the service department, the sales department, finance, everybody. It's real, folks. You get treated great at Beck and Beck. We're going to learn some more right after this break.
Thank you.
No audio, Leslie. Well, sorry about the audio glitch there, folks. We're back in Tim's office. You comfortable?
I'm good.
Good. Let's talk more about that Beck and Beck feeling. The service department is where relationships really are maintained in a dealership because you see, the salespeople, they'll see them once when they sell them a car. They might bump into them when they come in for service. And then a few years later, if they're good salespeople, they'll sell them another car. But you guys will have them in there and you'll meet their kids. You'll pet their dogs. You'll see them for life.
Right.
Tell me, is that why it's so important to build relationships in the service department?
Sure, Ron. I've been here long enough that I have I worked on Grandpa's car. I worked on the son's car. Now I'm working on the grand. So I've got 3 generations of customers that's been coming here to see me, and it's very important to me to keep that family feeling, because I see these people at the grocery store. I see.
Yeah.
I just want, when somebody, I don't want to have to dodge or hide from somebody when I see them somewhere. I want to be able to walk up to them, shake their hand, and say, hey, how are y'all doing? As grandkids doing okay, and it just makes you feel to feel good to know all the people for all the years and know that they trust you to come in and work on their car.
And I got from all your people that it feels good when the customer leaves and you know they're driving out in a solid vehicle.
Sure. I mean, yeah, I want somebody when they leave here, I want them to feel like we did a good job with their car. We didn't sell them anything they didn't need, but then we also we fixed the stuff that they needed.
Well, you do something that's almost unheard of in the car business. You actually follow up with service customers after the service, don't you?
Yes, sir, we do.
Tell us about that process and why you do it.
Well, I would like to know if there's something wrong with somebody's vehicle that we have worked on, I would like to know it first. And there is an issue, they can get it back in here to us so we can address the problem. I don't like that to fester where they say, well, they did this, they didn't fix it, and I never got a call. But if you call them back and there isn't a problem, you can get it solved immediately and not let it fester on and on and on, and I try to treat people the way I want to be treated when I go someplace.
So that Beck and Beck feeling is really being in the people business first, isn't it?
Oh yeah. You gotta enjoy the people, and I enjoy people. So that's.
Well, obviously, to stay at what you're doing so long, 30 years experience as a service manager, you're certainly an expert. What's the number one thing a customer can do, a car owner can do to retain their car's value and ensure a long life in it?
The main thing is service. That's pretty much get your vehicle serviced when it's time to service it. GM has a guideline that we go by that says this is when this is due. This is when it needs to be done, and people can look at that. And if you follow the manufacturer recommended service intervals, your car will last. It's just a car's no different than your body. If you eat junk food, then you got junk food.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I know most people, I'm guilty. I'll have a car and I'll never look at the owner's manual. So it's probably a good idea when you have a service done to go ahead and schedule your next one, isn't it?
Sure. I mean, we can schedule your next appointment. That when you come in, we can go and reschedule you for the next service appointment. You get a reminder. It's pretty easy. And here we even if in town vehicles, people that live in town, hey Tim, I need my oil change. Can I get my oil change? Sure. Bring it on over.
Woo, line one.
Well, they say if they can't bring it, I said, we'll just come pick it up.
Wow, that's a service. You don't see that in very many places. What service specials do you have going on right now?
Oh, we have oil change specials going on, tire rotation specials going on. We've got a discount going on. If you spend $300, you get 10% off, and if you spend $500, you get 15% off. We've got all kinds of specials going on the website.
Well, I know a lot of folks are just getting kids back to school and stuff, and they should go ahead and get their cars serviced now before fall. The weather's going to change. You're going to be busy running around doing all kinds of stuff for the holidays. Don't worry about your car. Bring it to Beck and Beck today, and let Tim and his team go through it, tell you everything you need to make your car ship shape for the rest of the year, and fall in love with the dealership. It's easy to do when they're in the people business. Tim, thank you so much for joining us today. A big hats off to your team. I'm sure we're going to meet more and talk more with them later. But next week we're on the road, so we will not be on the air. But when we come back, we'll learn more about how to properly buy a car from the sales team at Beck and Beck. And like I said, in the meantime, schedule your car for an appointment. Drop by the showroom, meet the people, look at their amazing inventory, either online or in person, and come by this dealer that you can trust in Seguin, Texas. Beck and Beck Buick GMC in Seguin, Texas. Go see them today. Until next time, have a great week.
Thank you, Ron. Y'all, God bless y'all.
At The Hat Media, we specialize in turnkey marketing and live events that make your brand impossible to ignore. From dealership shows like the Motor Hour to full-scale festivals, we handle every detail. production, promotion, and on-the-ground execution. Our founder, Ron Limbuck, brought that same passion to the iconic AMA Galveston Rally, which he created and ran for 13 years, drawing hundreds of thousands under one vision. Today, we bring that experience to your business, creating campaigns that drive real crowds, real sales, and real impact. The Hat Media, turnkey marketing, live experiences, and everything your brand needs to grow.